Good morning. Welcome back. Winter? No, welcome back to all you that watch our channel. This girl and her cows, and can you tell it's snowing? Tell you what, I don't know who sent it this way. All my Alberta and Saskatchewan farmer friends got it yesterday, and I was joking that I gifted it to them because we had snow a couple days ago, and it kind of looks like they sent it back. I'm not happy. So it is what it is. It is winter. 'Tis the season. You're gonna get it no matter what. But I am headed out to feed. It's gonna be a few bales today, guarantee it, because of snow. Everything's covered. Like, we've got quite a bit, and it's drifting and blowing. I think it's only 7 below, but there is a north wind, which makes it cold. So, anyways, solo feeding, just me, and the dog. Can't let the dog out, but she decided not to get in the tractor this time. Crazy dog. So I am just on my way to the bale stack. I'm gonna grab a couple bales, and we're gonna start with the bred heifers, and then we'll do the cows. And I did remember the GoPro, so maybe I can get some outside videos of me fighting with some frozen net wrap. Because people want to see that. I don't know. I did remember to grab it though. So we are going to, we're gonna feed. And then I was tagged in the Thankful Challenge, so at the very end when I'm done feeding, or maybe while I'm unrolling, I don't know. We'll figure out when. I'll give you some things I'm thankful for. I am Canadian, so to do it up till Thanksgiving is, I don't know, we've already had our Thanksgiving. So I'm just gonna share some things I'm thankful for, to play along, because I like when I get tagged in things, and go from there. So here we are at the bale stack. There's a core on my feeder, and I'll kind of shove this into the middle of the time lapse just to explain why I did this. Normally we don't feed the bulls like this, but they're kind of our babies because it's the meat of your herd. If you don't take care of your bulls, you're not going to have bred cows. Their feeder is currently empty, and it's snowing and gross, and tonight we're moving them to a different pen, but I can't move everybody by myself, and so I have to wait till I have some help. So I'm going to throw this core over the fence just to keep them happy today, because I don't want them to come through the fence to this feed I just gave these bred heifers, because they're all lined up. If I move over here and show you, they're all lined up along my fence wanting the feed I just rolled out, because their feeder is currently empty. So I'm just going to give them this core just to hold them over till tonight. See, they're all on it. They were hungry, so they'll be happy until tonight when we move it. They should have most of it cleaned up today, just because I didn't really give them a whole lot. And my theory is the center of the bale is the best. It's like a cinnamon bun. into the main cow herd. With the snow, I've kind of lost my road, so I gotta be careful coming in here just because of those big ruts. I have a general idea of where to be and where not to be. So let's hope we make it through this little trail here that we've made. Like I can see the ruts on this side of me. Because if I end up in one of those ruts, I am not coming out. I'll tell you that. Alright, we're through the scary stuff. And now I have a trail. All my girls are hanging out here in the corner out of the wind because we have a north wind today. So it's kind of gnarly out here. So I am just heading out to the pasture to feed these girls. We're going to do 3 bales today just because it is gross. I blame my Saskatchewan friends, Straight Pipe and South Saskatchewan Farmer, because they were mentioning how we were the ones with all the snow and they got it yesterday. And it kind of looks like they sent it back to me. Not nice to re-gift, not nice to re-gift. So, anyways, it's snowing here. I've had a couple questions on or comments with questions on my past videos that I have replied to the people. So I didn't leave you hanging, but I thought I would share what they had asked with you guys, because some of their questions are actually really good in asking why we do certain things, and I just do it every day, not thinking that people might not know why we do it. So one of them's pretty easy. Where do I live? I get that quite often. We actually are in northern BC, Canada, so snow right now is normal. This is our normal weather. So I am Canadian, and yeah, so that's that one. That one was easy peasy. The other question I had was, why do we unroll? And I know Bruce might have a few more things to add to this. But these are the reasons I know we unroll. The main one is when the older cows get pushy against the younger ones, and they like to push them off the feed. And so when we unroll, everybody has fair chance to feed because it's spread out evenly for everybody to get, and there's no pushing. And that's also the one reason why we have those bred heifers in a separate pen than our main cow herd. So these are all our second calvers and older over here, just so that everybody gets the proper feed to raise the girl, their calf, and stuff. And another couple other reasons why we unroll is it helps fertilize our hay field. So earlier this year we had hayed this field and we silaged it. It was Bales and Dirt Bikes video was this field that I'm feeding in currently. So we unroll to help fertilize, so their urine helps fertilize this field, and we spread the manure out, and then we harrow it in the spring. So that's another reason. And the third reason we unroll is you don't get the sunken bale feeders in the mess, crop circles and mess of the bale feeders. It's just, we don't need as many, and yeah, so to us it's beneficial. Those are the reasons why we unroll. I'm sure Bruce has a few more. But yeah, so that was someone had asked that question. I do have a couple more in my head that people have asked that I will get back to you when I come back in from pulling this net wrap. I am back in. I just need to tip these bales over so I can unroll them, because I stick them on end to pull net wrap. And then I will get back to answering a few questions that people have had, which I really like the questions. So if you have questions, please ask. I heard a really cool stat yesterday, and it actually shocked me, because my kids have grown up with this, and I may have grown up in town without cows, but my grandfather had cows, so I had seen real cows as a child. But it was like 25% of Americans, I got mud on my, or not mud, it's just bale, garbage. Just a second, let me back into this bale. fight, especially with the fresh snow. We do have a system that we are going to get going for fresh snow. We just haven't had time. There we go. It's going now, maybe. Maybe. Come on, baby. Gotta find the sweet spot, put the roller forks in, and then she'll go. There we go, we're going. Okay, so back to the stat. Oh, maybe we're not unrolling. Come on. There we go. Back to the stat that I heard. So 25 of Americans between the ages 11 and 21, I believe, could be 24, but I believe it was 21, have not seen a cow in real life. Kind of shocked me, and I thought I'd share. So that's, yeah. I thought that was kind of crazy. Anyways, so back to a few questions. I don't remember what they were now that I've almost sidetracked about that. Miss Jenny's just out there just chasing this bale like crazy. Oh, are my cows outside all winter? Yes. Oh, I am backwards. This bale's not unrolling anymore. Yes, my cows are outside all winter. They're like a dog. They grow some. Oh, that thing's unrolling. There we go. They're like a dog, and they do grow in winter hair. So if you live in a colder climate and you have an outdoor dog, they get more hair in the winter to keep themselves warm. So cows do a similar, the same thing. They get winter coats, and in the spring they'll shed, and they'll scratch on everything and so on. So they're fine outside all winter. There are certain breeds of cows that won't do so good in winter climates, and honestly, I don't know which ones they are, but we run like Simmental, Angus, mostly, and those cows are just fine in the winter. We do bring them in at calving for 24 hours once they've calved. So you'll see that once our calving starts. And it's just so to make sure the calf gets a good start and that they're paired up. So otherwise our cows are always outside. My barn is not big enough to hold 130 cows. There's times at calving that I don't even have enough room for people that are calving. So that was that question, and I'm trying to think of some other ones because I don't. Oh, my bale is empty. There's no bale left on there. So then we go like this, and we back up with this bale that I have on my forks, and we unroll this one, and then we're gonna go get one more today. We're gonna feed them 3, just because it is not a great day today. Trying to think. There was one more question that was asked that I gave someone the answer to, and I can't think of what it is to share with everybody. Oh, we're gonna play the same bale game as the last bale. Well, I'm going to bring you back when I think of that question, I guess. I'm walking back up to get one more bale because my little tractor only carries 2 at a time. And I thought I'd quickly do this thankful challenge that I was tagged in. I honestly don't remember who tagged me. I'm sorry. I should have wrote it down. But it was a thankful challenge that people were posting, something they're thankful for every day up to American Thanksgiving. But I've already celebrated Thanksgiving, but I feel bad passing up this challenge. So I'm going to do a few things I'm thankful for today, and call her good. So let's start with my way of life. I'm thankful that I'm able to live out here on the farm and do this every day. There's days days that I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to be out there. But for the most part, I would rather be out here than in town. 100 times. So I am so thankful that this is the way of life and that the way things are working out. So there's one thing. The second thing I'm thankful for, and I'm sure I don't tell him enough, is my husband, Bruce. I am extremely thankful for him, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have this way of life. I'm sure I'd still be living in town, working one of those 9-to-5 jobs, because this is just not the way that I grew up. And you know, we met in a bar. We went to school with each other, but never really talked. And then see each other in the bar one night, and we're like, sorry, I hit a rut. Hey, I know you, and the rest is history. So that's our love story. And I know I don't tell him enough how grateful I am that he's part of my life, and that he has helped me with this adventure of farming, and that we can work together with this, with both of us not working 100% off the farm, and some days it just falls on one of us to do the feeding and the checking, while the other one is working their town job. And then speaking of town jobs, I'm actually grateful for that little town job that I have. It gives me that little mental break from the farm, because sometimes you need it just to talk to people instead of the cows. Especially when we start calving, you might realize how much I actually talk to the cows. Maybe I should admit that. But I do talk to them all the time. And I get to see the people in our community, and just, you know, things like that. Sometimes it's an inconvenience that I have to go to work because there's something around here that needs to be done. But I am grateful for that little job that I have. So yeah, so there's a couple things that I am grateful for, just because I was taking the thankful challenge. And if you haven't been tagged, I'd love to hear some things that you're thankful for as well. And I'll leave it up to that. And I am just, we'll turn that off for a little bit. Look like we're waiting. Walking out here, now that I have your road, it's easier to see where I'm going. I'll walk in this last bale out to feed, and then I'll be done. I still didn't think of what that last question was, and I apologize. I'll have to go back through my videos and maybe write these questions down so that we can have some tractor talks, and I can share these answers to these questions that people have. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to this channel and that watches my videos. I really, when I started this, I didn't think that people would care so much about what I do on the farm, or really have an interest in watching. So I'm grateful that there's actually an audience of people that want to watch and see what we do every day. So I thank you. Sorry, we'll see if this video works. I have the GoPro hanging from the visor of my tractor, and every time I hit a rut, it kind of wiggles and jiggles, so we'll see how bad this video looks. I apologize. So, if you're new to me, subscribe and hit that bell so that you get a notification every time I am doing some kind of an adventure out here. Sometimes it's just winter feeding, you know, basic same old, and sometimes it's something a little bit more, but that's okay. I love that you come along with me in my tractor. So I'm just about, I'm gonna go the other way. So I went down our field, this bill, I'm gonna go up towards the road, and these girls will have 3 bales for the day, and then I'm done feeding. So I'm not sure if this is the end of what I'll be sharing today. I might see if I can grab some of us just doing some moving the bulls around later, but if not, thank you for joining me in feeding. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. All right, so here we are moving the bulls, like I said earlier today. Now that we ship cull cows, I have enough pens that have water for everybody, so we don't have to play the swing the gate. game. So we're just gonna move these guys up and across and over to where the calls were. Check out all the snow we got today. So these boys are gonna go all the way over, across the calf pen, which we moved the calves out of the way. And we'll move them over to their new home. I'll show you their new home when we get them over there. All right, so there's the bulls. There is food under that snow, promise. This is their new home, access to water. We don't have to swing a gate anymore. And then we're just gonna move these calves out. Put them back in the pen they were in.
Mom, I'm just gonna call Merlot's baby Merlot.
Oh.
Even though it's great, I don't even care.
So here comes my replacement calves. Maybe.
Ollie, run! Go Eclipses, baby! Go Tessa! Moon!
There they go.
Oh no! Oh yeah,
So,
Moochie.
now those calves are all back where they need to be, and we don't have to swing gates anymore for water. Yay!
Come here. I'll do. Good girl.
Roxy and Dad did it all by themselves pretty much. So there we go. No more water games. And that's it for outside. Brooke, grab the gate for Dad. So bulls are going to check out their new pen. Heifers are there. And then our bred heifers are on the other side. So the water is all being used so it won't freeze up. And that's that. That's today's farming.
Should we start Linda?
Oh, you want to cold start Linda? For fun?
She's plugged in.
Why are we starting Linda?
No, she's not, because you asked us to unplug her.
She's plugged in again now. Plugged her in the morning.
So,
Wait on at some point.
yeah. So, it's not that great of a day out here. A little chilly. There's a north wind. Standing here, it's not so bad. Our barnyard's sheltered, but the cows are up at the corner hanging out from the wind. So, all right, I gotta let you go because I gotta help Bruce with the other gates. This is how you do farm chores. One's riding the unroller, the other's in the sleigh full of salt that we're gonna give out today. This is normal. So a while back back Canadian Thanksgiving, so a month ago, we picked up a pig that we got butchered and I took all the lard, which is 4 bags like this. And so today I'm gonna try something new that I had seen and it's rendering it down in your slow cooker. So we'll see how this works. I'm only doing 1 bag because it's not big enough to do all 4. And if it works, then we'll cook the other 3.